ProudHooligan.com for all your Insane Throttle official merchandise, including our new Proud Hooligan line. ProudHooligan.com has a wide assortment of gear to make you look good on your next ride. ProudHooligan.com is the go-to for every biker when they want to look good as well as to help the show out while doing it. Visit ProudHooligan.com now. Rock on. Rock on, baby. Get your butt over to ProudHooligan.com. Get you some t-shirts. Welcome to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. How you guys doing out there? Oh, the world is falling apart. Yes, not only did the Washington Redskins decide to drop their name, now you got the Cleveland Indians going woke, baby. Go woke, go broke is what I always say. As long as the Chicago Blackhawks don't do this crap, which I don't think they will, there's no way in hell they will get rid of the Blackhawks name. But that just shows you how woke we really are in this country and how bad it just might get. Yes, I'm telling you. It's already bad enough. It's out in there. Now it's coming into the damn biker scene. Yes. Too bad, man. Anyway, don't forget to pound, rock on, and Proud Hooligan. Pound that sucker, man. Let him know you're a proud hooligan. You know, I know it's not politically correct anymore, but it is what it is. We're going to fight the good fight against all this political correctness, against it all. Man, before we get started, don't forget to check out the Hollywood and Chinatown show and share us on your social media. People ask how they can help the show because money's a little tight right now. That is the best way you can help us, is sharing us on your platforms, because guess what? Oh, we got the proud honor of being shadow banned on a lot of platforms. You know, shadow banning means they just don't show your channel to anybody. They don't show your videos. That is why a lot of people are getting notifications like 3 hours after the event. Yeah, that's why. So make sure you share us. That helps us immensely. Today, not only do we have some good old bike news, but as always, we start out with a little monologue and a little feedback from the audience, which usually ends us up into the monologue. Today's one, oh boy, is it a doozy. This, I guess, piggybacks off the video I did about the pagans and how the last subscriber said that they were nothing but criminals. And I kind of got in the ass. I kind of got in there and dug. So, you know, and... I guess somebody else, you know, wanted to email me. You know, it's funny trying to go through these emails and stuff because, you know, in the subject line, I start looking for the ones that are actually talking about the videos instead of the FU in the, you know, the subject line, or you're this or you're that. Yeah, fun. Anyway, the Hells Angels are worthless. This according to Mark in Arizona. Yes, he claims they are worthless. And what's even better, he's a part of a 99% club. You know, I was emailing him back and forth, and damn, man, he wouldn't give up that damn club he was in. But it is what it is. I understand. And, you know, like I said, you know, it helps me, you know, give my opinion and stuff, even though I'll keep that under wraps. Everybody knows I keep stuff under wraps. God knows everybody wanted the email address of the guy who wrote me yesterday. It's like, I can't do that, man. It's confidential. Anyway, let's get to Mark's email here. I am a part of a 99% club. It's funny, man. That term just came in the last couple of years. It really wasn't. I never heard of it before that. But yeah, 99% club. And I have to say, you're dead wrong in your last video about the pagans. Boy, I had a lot of that one in the last 24 hours. Pagans and clubs like them are the biggest issues in the club scene. I'm out of Arizona, and the Hells Angels are no different than the pagans. Well, I think the pagans would disagree with that. The Hells Angels are worthless, in my opinion. Well, it is an opinion. Everybody gets one. It doesn't mean you're not an asshole, though. You read that story of the Hells Angel president torturing witnesses, and that sounds exactly like what they would do. That was a news article in that one video or segment, whatever you want to call it, episode. Yeah, let's call it episode, because this is episode, what is this, 435? Yeah, 435. Let's see here. I'm regressing here. Why would you support people that do things like that? Another issue you brought up in your other videos is your belief that only the clubs that started in the 60s and 70s are the true run percenters. Why do you have such a hard-on for new one percenter clubs? Where do you get your logic? I ask myself that sometimes too. I ask myself. I talk to myself sometimes. I don't know. I do like the show, but sometimes you're just way out there, Mark. Yeah, I don't think I'm way out there. You know, yeah, I smoke a little 420. I get way, way out there. But not in my opinions, just in my extracurricular activities, I do that. But I don't consider my opinions way out there. A lot of guys my age and older think about the same way. But, you know, let's break it down here. I'm a part of a 99% club, which I already said he wouldn't give me any information on that. It would have helped me in my response. But again, a lot of people don't give me a lot of information where I can make a point against it. So I just have to take it at face value, Mark, that you are a 99% club. And I have to say you're dead wrong in your last video about the pagans. Which part of that video was I wrong in? Now, I presented my facts. It would be nice if you're going to bang on me, bang on the show, and more importantly, bang on our subscribers, man. See, I get it. You can hit me. I'm public. I got a thick skin. I can take it. But to go after the subscribers like that dude did in the last video, calling them all worthless, come on. How immature and how childish. Not cool going after Hollywood's followers. Not cool at all. I stick up for my followers. Anyway, let's see here. I was dead wrong, he says. And again, I went through and I was one of the only channels that showed you the paperwork, the charging documents. It was not 30 pagans. It was only a few. And the rest were like women, associates, the whole 9 yards. Now, there was an interesting question, and I seen that in the chat, but it was a little too late to hit. I think it was by R. Paul. Now, R. Paul had a question. Okay, maybe not the whole club is in the criminal stuff, but could it be that chapters or charters, whatever you want to call them, could be into that type of stuff? Anything is possible, I say. Could you have a whole chapter out there going rogue against the main club's bylaws? Yes, you can. And it has happened. It has happened. I have to concede that. Hopefully that answers your question, Arpaul. Anyway, pagans and clubs like them are the biggest issues in the club scene. I'm out of Arizona, and the Hells Angels are no different than the pagan. Okay, instead of saying pagans and clubs like them are the biggest issues in the club scene, you didn't list what issues you were talking about. Now, are you talking about the issues of, members or whatever going around doing stupid stuff? Because, yeah, that is stupid stuff. And it gets the whole club dragged into stuff they shouldn't be dragged into. Is that what you're talking about? What issues are you talking about? Help a brother out here. I need to know those issues. Other than that, I can't address the email like that. So you're out of Arizona. Rock on. It's hot there right now. I bet you can ride all year round while it's 20 degrees here in northern Illinois. But hey, I'll regress and get off that point. The Hells Angels are no different than pagans. I would have to argue you're wrong on that one. I really would, and anybody who knows these two clubs will tell you they are nothing alike. Nothing. Absolutely zilch. And I think they would get offended by you saying this. Sad state of affairs with that implication there. The Hells Angels are worthless in my opinion. Alrighty. The Hells Angels are worthless in your opinion. Man, I try to stay down the middle and stuff, man. Why you gotta do this to me? Why? It ain't right calling them worthless, man. They do a lot of good for the community as well. Yeah, there's issues with other clubs and stuff like that, but no club is worthless. None whatsoever. I don't care if it's them. I don't care if it's the pagans, moguls, bandy, whatever it is. I don't care. No club is worthless. They do a lot for the community, and they do a lot for each other. They really, in hard times, come together as a club and help each other out. So I don't see where you're getting this, the Hells Angels are worthless stuff here. I don't. I really don't know where you're coming from. Now, is it in your eyes that they're worthless? Now, you mentioned you were in a 99% club. Would this club have anything to do with being a support club of the Hells Angels? And this is just a thought here, top of my head reading this. Are you a support club for them and you don't like being a support club for them? Because that's kind of what it sounds like right here. When I read off the emails, I look at them, I look for the little tells, a tell about how a person's coming at the conversation, what angle they're going at. That's what I look for. And you started off your email by saying 99% club in Arizona. So, if that's the case in Arizona, you have to be a support club or affiliate club, whatever you may be, of a big 1% club out there. Hold on a second. Fix this. There we go. It's fixed. Headphones. Got to get new ones. Anyway, you see where I'm coming from, everybody? Why would you start off this article, or not article, this email, saying you're 99% club? And then later on, say they're worthless. So that's one way of looking at it. Or the other way of looking at it is you're a support club for somebody that don't get along with the Angels. So there's that two possibilities right there that you're raising. Now, and it's your opinion, and you don't give me your why. But anyway, you read that story of a Hells Angel president torturing witnesses, and that sounds exactly like what they would do. Ouch. So you're saying every member of that club would do something like that. Now, I did make a crack, but it had to do with a different story, where I said, do that stuff in private. Don't do it all out in the open, but that had to do with that dude that got shot over in Australia. Do I approve of people torturing witnesses or torturing people? No, I do not. I do not. But it sounded like in that story he was an ex-member that didn't remove his tattoos. Now, everybody knows when you leave a club, you either date them, like they do here in the Midwest, or you remove them. Cover them up. Maybe he was given all kinds of warnings and all this and that to get him off, and he never did it. Or maybe the guy still had their club logo on him and was out there intimidating people, causing all kinds of havoc for them. And they had no choice but to say, okay, it's time to take it off. We're going to take it off for you because you haven't done it like we asked you to, or the bylaws asked you to. Could that be a possibility? Yes, it can. Now, if you're talking business and stuff like that, you know, that's what happens on the street. It is what it is. My God, you goofy ass. I don't support that kind of stuff, but I see where it comes from. You know, you can't be entirely freaking ignorant of what happens on the street. This stuff happens. People are people. People are tribal. That's what goes on. You know, I'm just looking at it from a different viewpoint than you are, I guess. Another issue you brought up in the other videos is your belief that only clubs that started in the 60s and 70s are true one-percenters. Okay. Yeah, I just did not say the 60s and 70s. I said beforehand, too. There was the 30s, the Outlaws, 40, the Angels. Then you had the 50s, 60s with the late 50s with Pagans. Then Ditos came along. Mongols came along. My point is that they put in a lot of work to get where they're at now. And there is a problem with these clubs popping up throwing diamonds on. There's a big problem with that because what they're doing, and I guess you don't see it from the angle I am, is they're putting a diamond on, they go out there and cause so much shit that it brings all the heat back on the established 1% clubs. A lot of these clubs went through a lot of freaking profiling. They went through a lot of heat during the 70s and 80s, heat that you would never know about. They established themselves as fighters. Why do I have such a hard-on for when... that's the way I feel. I know a lot of guys my age and older feel the same way because it used to be where, you know, there was one diamond in an area and, you know, everything was peaceful. Now you got guys throwing diamonds on that are hiding in their backyard calling them one-percenters. That don't make no sense at all whatsoever to me. The old ones worked for it. Come on, one of them's been around since the 30s, another the 40s, 50s, 60s. That's decades that they put in the fight. Decades they fought against the profiling, the man. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't I have respect for that? You know, another part of your email, because he went on like 4 or 5 paragraphs after that, and I don't have time for that. You know, you started, well, you know, you support this club, that's why you're saying it. You know what? And I never said this before. Well, I may have. I'm a Midwest guy. I support Midwestern clubs. Okay? The Midwest clubs are the best in my freaking opinion. You know, yeah, you got AOA, but you also have Sons. You got the Invaders. Those are long freaking established 1% clubs. I'm not here for their politics. I've met people from the Sons. I've met people from the Invaders. And, of course, I used to be a Piston. Everybody I met were cool as freaking hell. Nothing wrong with them. So for you to say that kind of stuff, I don't know, man. That's on you. But, yeah, I'm a Midwest guy. I always will be. And I don't have a hard-on for them. Is it having a hard-on that's saying, well, wait a second here. These other clubs put in the time. They put in the, you know, the blood, sweat, and tears. And then all of a sudden you got other clubs coming in riding on the coattails, want to throw on that diamond and water it down. That ain't cool to me. How is that cool? That's being something you're not. So what you're telling me is a club can just start off, throw on a diamond, and act like they're something they're not. I don't get that logic. Would you please explain the logic? Maybe Hollywood's slow. Maybe I'm slow that I don't understand it. But I just see them riding off the coattails of the established ones, man. That's just the way I think. I do like the show, but sometimes you're just way out there, Mark from Arizona. I tell you, man, these are just my opinions. This is not gospel. This is an opinion from a guy who just does editorials, man. Who's been around the scene for a long time. That's what it is. It's opinions. I try to present it from a different side when I read these articles because the mainstream media ain't going to do it. Hell no. They're going to bastardize every damn frickin' biker and club out there. They have already done it this year. They went after Sturgis. They were saying it was a petri dish for spread of COVID-19. They've been hitting bikers every single month this year. Where is your outrage? Where's your outrage for that? By the way, Bikers for Nome, that's what I say. Bikers for Nome. 2024. Hopefully she runs because she was behind bikers 100%. Anyway, not to get into politics because that's just going to burn my ass even more. So, that is the monologue. We're going to go into some biker news right now, right after this break. Don't forget to go get your proudhooligan.com gear, man. Get out there and get it, baby. Be right back. Go over to proudhooligan.com for all your Insane Throttle official merchandise, including our new Proud Hooligan line. Proudhooligan.com has a wide assortment of gear to make you look good on your next ride. Proudhooligan.com is the go-to for every biker when they want to look good as well as to help the show out while doing it. Visit proudhooligan.com now. Rock on. Hi, I'm James Hollywood Machikari. Join me Monday through Friday for Motorcycle Mayhem Morning Show on YouTube Live, Facebook, and all major podcasting platforms where we talk about all the major biker news going on in the scene. Rock on! Get your most unbiased and trusted biker news now at HarleyLiberty.com. Founded in 2012, Insane Throttle Biker News has been the place that all bikers come for what's happening in the scene. Go over now and bookmark HarleyLiberty.com. Rock on! Hi, I'm Hollywood.
And I'm China Doll. Listen to the Hollywood and China Doll Evening Show, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major podcasting platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to our brand new YouTube channel.
Rock on! Okay, welcome back to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Mayhem. Forgot almost what the damn show was called. Anyway, Biker Dad WKRG. Driver in double fatal motorcycle crash shouldn't have been on the streets. Let's listen in.
This morning took the life of two people. It happened on Spring Hill Avenue, Shotgun Willie's. Around 2:30 this morning, the male driver, 27-year-old Justin Parker, and a female passenger, 21-year-old Tashia Mann, were traveling eastbound when they hit a vehicle that was attempting to exit a parking lot. Mobile police say both exhibited minor physical injuries, but later died at the hospital.
Oh, man. The revolving door at Mobile County's jail has been well documented. Local law enforcement has been fighting the state legislature to get serious changes made to the system that allows accused criminals to get back on the streets quickly. 38-year-old Dominic Coleman had multiple outstanding warrants and had recently served sentences for 2 traffic-related arrests. One of them was driving on a suspended license just 2 months ago. Police have not cited him for Saturday morning crash. They say Coleman was pulling out of the parking lot of a bar on Spring Hill Avenue. That was Shotgun Willie's. That's a pretty cool bar name right there, man. It happened at 2:30 a.m. when the motorcycle carrying Justin Parker, 27, hit the car he was driving. He has an extensive arrest record dating back to 2009. Wow. including drug, gun, and assault charges. If you're over there on the radio station, you can just come over here and look at this. It's got his record and all that stuff. Given his warrants and his driving while suspended charge, he should have been in jail, but very least not driving. They don't care. Police tell WKRG.com, Biker's dad blog, that Coleman has not been cited for the crash. However, we have asked them to clarify whether he would face new charges on driving on a suspended license. Go figure. They're probably scared to freaking cite him or arrest him because all the freaking lefties out there. Anyway, Motorcycle Club rides into the Salvation Army with a truckload of donations in tow. Yes, here we go. Thank you. The Banditos and their support club here. You know, you say people like the Hells Angels are worthless and clubs like them. Well, this is what a lot of the 1%er clubs do. They get together and help the community. Maggie Quillen. The Banditos Motorcycle Club in Spokane began a new holiday tradition Saturday as it unloaded hundreds of dollars in food, blankets, hygiene products, and toys from a trailer onto pallets for the Salvation Army. Now tell me, what other group than clubs and bikers do stuff like this? You know, I know there's a lot of church groups out there, a lot of other community service stuff, but bikers bring in the bucks. Hey, I like that, man. Somebody should use that. Bikers bring the bucks. Yeah, I like that. Quote, a lot of us belong to groups and we're constantly wondering how I or my group impact the community. Salvation Army Major Ken Perrin said, it helps the group with their cohesiveness, and it also helps people who they'll never meet but who will be forever thankful. Banditos club members said collecting donations for the Salvation Army was spur of the moment ideal that grew into a organized effort. You know, a lot of the major clubs now are doing their own thing because Toy for Tots give them a cold shoulder now, which is unfortunate, but it does happen. So, hey, Salvation Army, there you go, guys. As they unloaded the donations, a few more from wore Santa hats with their red and gold leather denim jackets. Club leaders asked members to bring as much stuff as possible. They also set up about 15 holiday rep bins outside local businesses in Spokane and other places. The Banditos organized the food drive at Grocery Outlet in Cheney. The club spent $400 on food, and the store matched it, filling giant plastic bins with non-perishable goods. Hell yeah, man. And out there you're calling these kind of clubs worthless. Shame on you, man. Shame on you. All they got to do is notify us if they want to do something. Just do it. Rock and roll, man. That is the Banditos support clubs, all that good stuff out in Washington. And I believe they donated more than $1,000 worth of food, blankets, and toys. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, there is a jury decision. We covered this one yesterday. Black bikers race was a factor, but city won't have to pay. A federal jury says Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, was motivated by race when it created a traffic plan for a motorcycle festival known as Black Bike Week. Now, I know Black Dragon has called for a boycott of Myrtle Beach. So if you want to hear more about it from his point of view, go over there and listen to him. I believe he did it this morning, but I think it's out there. It was motivated by race when it created a traffic plan designed to suck the fun out of Black Bike Week. I say combine them both. Federal jury has found, but the same jury sided against the bikers, saying the city probably would have imposed the plan anyway. Civil rights groups accuse the city of racially discriminating against the black tourists by treating them differently than the white bikers who attend Harley Week earlier each May. Hey, Cops are dicks to everybody, especially, they're dicks to everybody on both sides, okay? Tickets for boobies, tickets for this, tickets for that, arrest this guy, arrest that guy. It's no different. And who are responsible for many of the same public nuisances, from binge drinking to noise complaints. They get cited too. The black bikers have been particularly frustrated by a 23-mile one-way no-exit traffic chute that funnels them out of town during the peak nights of Atlantic Bike Week. Also known as Black Bike Week, the city also puts up barricades and increases its police presence in ways that don't apply to the mostly white bikers during their event, the attorney said. The jurors, 5 black and 4 white, deliberated for more than 3 hours before delivering their verdict. They agreed that race was a motivating factor, but they also found that Myrtle Beach would have made the same decision anyway, even if it had not considered race in its official actions regarding Black Bike Week. The decision means the city won't have to change its traffic plan for now. The city also won't owe damages to the plaintiff, which include the local NAACP branch and several festival attendees. Attorneys for the city had argued that precautions were made in the name of public safety after a Spanish shootings and robberies during a Memorial Day weekend 6 years ago, and that different control strategies applied to each festival. Quote, the jury's decision confirmed that the safety plan was the right plan for the event, given the number of people, vehicles, and pedestrians, and the violence and other safety challenges which arose through those years. Myrtle Beach spokesman wrote in an emailed statement following the verdict. Public safety always has been and will continue to be the city's top priority. Again, go over to BD stuff. He can give you his opinion on that stuff. He's calling for black bikers to boycott Black Bike Week. To each his own. I say friggin' combine them, man. Christian Clark of the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law told the Associated Press that the plaintiffs are pleased that the jury agreed race was a factor and would look carefully at our options. What are they going to do? Try to force them to frickin' change their name like they did the Indians? Man, I can't believe they did that. I can't believe that team folded. Can't believe it. Anyway, big stuff overseas right now. The Perth bikie premises raided in wake of fatal speedway shooting of former Rebels president Nick Martin. More than 100 officers to a new task force aimed at cracking down on organized crime in the wake of the public shooting of former president from the Rebels, Nick Martin. He was shot to death at a Perth motorplex in Kwinana on Saturday night. We're going to go to this next story because we're going to come back to this other one. Shooting at motorcycle club in Birmingham leaves 2 injured. This don't have a lot, but it's from CBS 42. Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham police are investigating the shooting that left 2 people wounded Sunday evening. Sunday evening, police responded to the 2500 block of South Park Drive at the Viking Motorcycle Club. Authorities arrived to find 2 people injured from gunfire. Both are believed to be non-life-threatening. At this time, there are no suspects in custody. Now, back over there, 97 or 91.7 The Wave. Mongols bikie gang associate charged after gun seized from Shawwater home. Now, he was one of them during all these big raids. They raided the Mongols. They also raided the Hells Angels one, the whole 9 yards, because of what's going on over there with this bikie. They allegedly seized a shotgun, 4 rifles, 2 firearm silencers, ammunition, and cannabis plants from the 5th Avenue property. Man, they even get you for shotguns and rifles over there? The 71-year-old Mongols associate has been charged with a string of firearm offenses and will appear in the Rockingham Magistrates Court on the 21st. They also raided the Mongols clubhouse and allegedly found a quantity of cocaine. 30-year-old man from Newman was charged with breaching a post-sentence supervision order, and a 33-year-old man from Ashby was charged with possession of prohibited drug and all that kind of stuff. The Hells Angels clubhouse was also searched. They found weapons there and prescription medications. The raids come after the fatal shooting of a rebel senior bikie, Nick Martin. That is big stuff going on over there right now. Now, choreographs wall of shame. Fresno police officer arrested for possession of, guess what again? Child porn.
County Sheriff's detectives have arrested a Fresno police officer for possession of child pornography. Investigators say 44-year-old Jeffrey Logue was assigned to the Homeless Task Force. Members of the Central Valley Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force say a cyber tip led detectives to contact Logue today at Fresno Police Headquarters, where they arrested him. They also served a search warrant at his Fresno home. Authorities say they collected electronic devices for further examination of potential illegal material, but there is no evidence at this time to show Logue ever physically abused a child. Late this afternoon, Fresno Police Chief Andy Hall announced he immediately terminated Officer Logue's employment before he was booked into the Fresno County Jail. Logue had been a sworn Fresno police officer for 17 years.
Oh, what a way to end, huh? Let's go to our final thought. Over to ProudHooligan.com for all your Insane Throttle official merchandise, including our new Proud Hooligan line. ProudHooligan.com has a wide assortment of gear to make you look good on your next ride. ProudHooligan.com is the go-to for every biker when they want to look good as well as to help the show out while doing it. Visit ProudHooligan.com now. Rock on. Rock on, baby, rock on. And here we go with my final thoughts here. Woo-hoo. You know what? I'm so glad that Bandito story came up in this thing, because it just shows my point that you can't throw it at all freaking clubs, man. You can't throw it at the... Members do stupid stuff, and yeah, some chapters do stupid stuff as well, but you cannot put a whole blanket on everything. What I think has happened, because he put in that he was a 99% club, that he has to be either under one of the dominants and he don't like it, or he's under the Angels enemies thing, if you would will, and don't like them. So they're going to use whatever they can to be pricks about it. If you don't like where you are, then don't be there. But don't go off and say, well, they're worthless this, worthless that. Come on, man. Everybody, all the freaking clubs do a lot for the community. They do a lot as far as promotion of your rights through NCOM, MRF. They do a lot of stuff, man. So the generalize everybody, like I said to that last listener, is just foolish, man. That's foolish stuff. So why say it? If you want to email me something and hopefully get it on the air, because I do have a lot of these, info at InsaneThrottleBikerNews.com, and I'll give you some of my thoughts. Just make sure, if you're going to be a bonehead, that you give something to back it up, or I'm going to tear your ass up with a jackhammer. Just the way it is. But I do appreciate you for watching the show. Oh, man. Anyway, as far as the news today, yeah, that's a big story out in Australia with what's happening with the rebel stuff. They're going after everybody, man. Mongols now, they're going after Hell's Angels just to find out who did that. I guess this guy was pretty big over there, and they are afraid of a big out war happening. So they're going in there, busting everybody. They even formed another task force now, it seems. It's not like they don't have enough of them. And they're going to try to get to the bottom of that stuff. 71 years old, man, and he was busted for a shotgun, a couple rifles, yeah, a couple silencers, it happens, and some weed plants. Get with the program, you know what, especially here in the United States. You know, if he does leave office, he better frickin' reschedule marijuana, man. It's insane that it's still illegal. That's just my freaking opinion on the subject. It really is. How can you make a plant illegal? It grows every damn where when it wants to if you're not burning it down. But that's just my opinion there. Man, oh man, a lot of news today, man, a lot of news. For more of it, go over to HarleyLiberty.com. That's also where you'll find under the Machikari op-eds all my op-eds and my thoughts on what's happening in the scene and all that good stuff. Go over and check that out. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to go and share this with everybody. I just say share everybody's channel stuff, man, because right now a lot of us biker stuff that do this stuff is throttled down big time, and that helps out a lot when you share. So, with that, don't forget to go over and visit Hollywood and China Doll's channel. Go over to ProudHooligan.com and get your support merchandise. Look good doing it, baby. Gotta look good while you're out there riding, and better way to do it than riding with Insane Throttle Biker News is support stuff, man. Until the next time, man, appreciate everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. Be good. Go eat you some pink taco.
We'll be right back.